All right. Welcome back to Road to Glory with OBG. This is going to be episode number 9. Fresh off a couple pretty impressive wins for the Huskies here. Just a little recap here. We beat the doors off of Purdue, and we beat the doors off of Kansas. And we were able to get a tough road win against Maryland, and we did lose one to Michigan in our little 4-game stretch here as we now embark on the final 5 games of the regular season. If we win 1 of 5, which I would say at worst we win 2 of them at least, we'll be definitely bowl eligible to get some postseason action, which would be good for the program. But I'm a little worried about our upcoming game here versus Ohio State. It is not a national broadcast like the Michigan game, but this game is could be one for the ages here if we're able to pull it out. We're 16th ranked in the country now, so we've definitely gotten some national media attention. But this is the big time now, and if we go ahead and check conference standings here, the record doesn't matter so much in the conference standings overall. What we're looking for is a good win-loss in our conference. So we're 3-1, and every team here has 1 loss except for Ohio State. So because we've lost to Michigan, Michigan holds the tiebreaker on us if we finish tied in the standings with them. But if we beat Ohio State, we would have 1 loss just like them, and we'd have the tiebreaker on them. The top 2 teams at the end of the year will play in the Big Ten championship for the Big Ten title. And if we were to somehow win the Big Ten title, no matter what our ranking is, we're automatically into the college football playoff. Now, if we go and check our schedule for the rest of the year, though, it's not as simple as just, you got to just win your division, because every game we have left is a Big Ten game. So if we want any chance at winning the Big Ten title or playing for it, we are going to have to most likely win out here. If we didn't win out and we lost to Ohio State and moved to 3-2 and then won our last 4 Big Ten games, which also includes tough games against Wisconsin on the road and Oregon, then we would be sitting at 7-2, and there's a chance we could be playing for the title game, but I wouldn't say it's likely. So our hopes we're sort of in a weird spot here, because if we hope to win the Big Ten title, it kind of has to come now. But at the same time, not only does it have to come now, but we have to continue it. But we can't look ahead. All we could do is suit up for this game against Ohio State. I believe that it was a noon kickoff. We are going to rock, for the first time in this series, the black helmets. The Buckeyes are considerably better than not just us, but even Michigan, who we lost to earlier this year. But we're at home, so we won't have to worry about the crowd.
It's called the greatest.
Hopefully our defense can contain them, and we can put up some points.
That pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies.
All right, so here comes the Husky, followed by the Huskies. Those black helmets are interesting. I thought they'd be a little bit more, maybe not matte black, but less shiny, but I kind of like them. Actually, are they kind of purpley? I thought they were black. They're more of a just dark chrome purple. There's some purple in those black helmets. Those are some nice looking helmets. As we see there, the national championship banners, 1960 and 1991 was the last time Washington won a national title. Ohio State last won a national title, I believe the year was 2015 or 16. These are some nice looking helmets, and we have excellent field position here, so we definitely need to try and capitalize. Ball snapped, and we're going to take a sack. We wanted a big play there. The young characteristics of a young quarterback, trying to hold the ball and make a big play instead of just taking what's given him. Get a little jet pass to Combs, who is going to get out wide for a little bit of a game. So 3rd and 8 here. A field goal would be nice to get, but we got to think about more. Combs is going to have a bit of an interesting route here. Let's see if he can get open, and he's going to get open, but can we hit him? And we can't layer it over to him. He's in tight coverage. So we're going to have to punt or kick the field goal. We'll see what the coach decides to do. And he is going to kick a field goal and make it. And our defense got to stop, but we're at our 1-yard line. So we have a chance to really take control of this game with a 99-yard drive, but it starts with getting out of the shadow of your own end zone. And our stud running back is going to pick us up 4, and we're going to go back to the run game. This could be a big game for Coleman. We've been waiting for that breakout game. I would gladly let him take over this game. 3rd and 1. What's the coach want to do? Coach wants to pass the ball. I can understand why. I like Amero's route. Have Williams come across. We're looking to get this out of our hands quickly. Ohio State's offensive line is defensive line is very good. It always will be. So we have to be careful of that. Less time holding the ball and more time making quick decisions. I love these helmets we're wearing though. We'll fake jet to Combs, get it to Coleman. And Ohio State's defense just closes extremely fast here. Coach really wants to run the ball on 2nd and 12 here. I disagree, but Coach says what he says, and he gets what he wants most of the time. Hopefully we can pick up some yards. A nice little trap play, but only a pickup of 1, making 3rd down quite difficult for us here. Again, we had high hopes for this drive, but we'll have to see. I'm going to have Williams come across here. We're only trying to read a couple different routes here. And we're going to have our tight end if we can get it to him, and we've thrown an interception. Hit as we've thrown an interception, pick 6 to Calvin Simpson-Hunt. We just had no time to pass there. We didn't even hold the ball that long, and we got hit twice, and well, we threw our first pick 6 of our collegiate career. One of the worst times to do it. So we're going to have to rebound from that, but personally I think the coach put us in a hole with the play calling because we're trying to win the game. Roll out here. Oh, we got a wide open Williams here. So we are able to pick up that 1st down. We threw that interception, pick 6. We just got to move on and build on it, or build off of it, and kind of forget it. Like I said, we got to try and see how fast we had someone in our face there. I couldn't hit anybody other than him. And they're not even sending a blitz. They're just freakish athletes for them on their D-line. We got to get rid of this ball fast. It's going to be a Tom Brady-esque game for us here if we want to win this. It sucks we threw the interception, but just got to move on. Game's not over. Lots of football left. Our defense has played well so far. This is I've said it a couple times, but this is definitely, if we have national championship hopes, this is the biggest game of the year. And honestly, every game going forward is really important. That's how tough the Big Ten is. In conferences like the ACC or formerly the Pac-12, which Washington was a part of a couple of years ago, you'd go a couple weeks in your season where you get some breaks, where you played some really bad teams in your divisions. The Big Ten's just not built that way anymore. Not a lot of cupcakes. We're going to see if Amero can make a good play here. And he will not get open, but we're going to have Williams if we can throw a good ball, and we do. And Williams is going to drop it. Those Ohio State DBs closed. So we'll have Combs and Amero, and maybe Coleman if we see he's going to be wide open. He will definitely not be. Get this to Combs. Hopefully he can pick us up a 1st down. He does. And a little bit more. So that's a good pass. Good pickup. Good play calling. Coach wants to run the ball. I agree with it here. Oh, good cutback by Williams. Picks up 4 yards. Coach wants to call a jet pass. We're going to audible here. I really like this halfback angle route. It's also a real benefit that we're playing Ohio State at home and not on the road this year.
He's looking for an open man on
We got Combs open, a really good throw, a medium throw, but he's able to get the 1st down for us. Big pickup by Combs. Coach is still leaning on us. They're playing zone coverage here. So I wonder if we could get Favors, who looks to be a little bit of a taller target. If he can get a crease here, I don't like much of it, but we might be able to take off, and we got a block, and we're in the end zone. And the Huskies have regained the lead thanks to the legs of OBG. Big touchdown drive there. Way to fight back after the interception. Ohio State goes down the field, kicks a field goal to tie the game, though. So we see here, if this is man and it's cover one shell, I like Boston's matchup on the left, but we'll have to read it. And he's not going to be there, but we have a wide open freshman tight end Amaro over the middle of the field. Got the defense leaning to the right with the run fake and hit him right behind it. That's awesome. Now this is a really good play call for the coach right off for that. Use the motion for the run. Hit Combs, get him some speed, hopefully get some space, and whoever that star defensive end is for Ohio State, they are a problem, and they're probably going to the NFL. All right, so this is quick and easy over the middle of the field. Throw a good ball, great to the running back Washington, and he makes some moves with it. So other than the interception, which it was third down, we were hit. It's our fault, but it's not completely our fault. It's so far so good. And we're going to see if Addington's going to run a man coverage rebeater here. It's not a man coverage beater. We're going to be able to take off with our legs and maybe to the end zone, but we're going to get it out of bounds inside the 5. OBG is using his legs to a T right now. And we have Boston on the outside, but he's got a star corner, so we're going to have to read it if he beats him. And he doesn't beat him right away, but we're going to have a chance maybe to run in another touchdown and our second rushing touchdown of the afternoon as we've regained a 7-point lead on the Buckeyes here in Washington. And our defense comes up with a turnover. Don't sleep on us now, but the Huskies are rolling right now. A little jet sweep to Boston, faked it out, gave it to Coleman. Pickup of 2. In other games, I would be saying I'm okay with a field goal here. But with how good Ohio State is, we don't want to lose any chance at putting up points on the board. We're going to have to get out of there again, and we got rid of it. And we're lucky not to be intercepted there. But our athleticism with our upgrades is really coming through right now. So 3rd and 8. I'm not really interested in picking up the first down. If we can, we can. But I'm thinking a touchdown here. Not quite. We're going to check it down here. The Boston gets us a couple yards, but I don't think Coach is going to go for it. We're going to settle for 3. Play defense. And I'm not. I'd like another opportunity as a quarterback here, but I think kicking the field goal, getting it is good. And then we get another stop. So the defense of the Huskies this year has been on another level. It's been really refreshing to see, and I'm really proud of them. Our offensive line has a lot of work to do. 5 on 4 there, and I had about 2 seconds to make a throw. So we're not getting the ball out quick. That's on us. We need to remember that, but that's okay. So we're going to hand the ball off here. I expect Ohio State to call a timeout right now, and they will, as they're going to get the ball back. Let's see what the coach wants to do. Wants to call the trap play. All right. I was hoping he might want to pass one, but he wants to burn Ohio State's last timeout instead, and I can't blame him for trying to do that. Coleman's going to pick up a little bit. Punt, hopefully our defense doesn't give up anything before the end of the half here. After the punt, and they don't. And we get the ball to start the second half. The coach now wants to come up throwing the ball. He thinks now is the time to catch Ohio State sleeping. PA. I'm going to take a risk to Amaro, but we got him. Perfect throw. And Brian Amaro once again comes up with a big play for us. Big first down. Again, we're up 10 here. We have the ball in the second half here. This is the time to make a play to go ahead and try and win this game in what would easily be considered an upset here. If I was a betting man, Ohio State was probably favored by 12.5 points minimum. And right now we got a 10-point lead, and Combs is breaking tackles, and he's able to get us the first down. That's huge. Coach wants to go right back to him. I can't blame him. Giving the ball to the speedy freshman has proven to be really good for us today. He's got more room, but that left defensive end for the Buckeyes has been extremely good for them today. He has saved them a couple times. And now he's switched over to the other side, so he is definitely coming. But he drops in pass pro, and we just got rid of that football. Nothing was open on the double slants. So I'm thinking this could be man coverage here. So we might, if we can hold the ball for a minute, we can get Amaro. And there he is. And we got it to him. You know, when the season first started, I didn't know how good I thought Amaro was. I think Amaro's going to be a really fun target to throw to for the rest of our career here. Run the reverse play. And we threw a really good block there. That was our best block of the season. And it's a good time to have that best block of the season here in the biggest game of the year. Important to remember, no turnovers. Dump it off to the running back. I think I got hit late here. This might be a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. Perfect. 15 free yards. They got to me and hit me a little late. We will accept that. And now we got to try and punch this thing in. And I'm seeing a mismatch right here. Combs versus a linebacker is an absolute mismatch.
He's looking to throw.
But he doesn't stay with them. We're going to throw it to him late here. See if Combs can get us anything. He picks us up 6 yards. Not bad, but we got to score a touchdown. I hope if we don't get close, the coach goes for it. Because this is a huge point in this football game. Snap. And maybe for his third touchdown rushing of the game. Oh, sorry, excuse me. 3 rushing touchdowns for the young sophomore. No passing touchdowns and an interception, but he's got 3 on the ground. Ohio State answers with a touchdown. These Buckeyes are not going to go away. They know that they're fighting for a national championship too. But we're in control still. We just got to keep up the tempo. Give it to Williams. Makes a really good play there. 3 passing yards for us there. And you know what? I kind of like this play call here, especially if it's man coverage. Because if it's man coverage, we could maybe hit Amaro or Williams, or if it's a blitz, we're going to have to read it. Yep, get him open. Is that Boston? It is. Gets out in space. Good little pickup there. And then go right back to the run. Coleman, we need you here, man. 2 deep safeties. We need you. We're up 10. Let's try and go up 17 again. Okay. 3 yards, that's okay. So Amaro is feeling, it says he's hot, so we're going to have to read that. But I'm kind of liking Combs here to the short side, and he's wide open. And we hit him in stride a little bit, and he gets the first down. Just a good read. Good pre-snap recognition by OBG here. Coach's favorite play call. I'm going to be trying to get rid of this right away to Washington. And it wasn't open. Going to evade here. Going to use our legs, take off, and get out of bounds. You know, for the first few weeks of the season, teams were trying to stop OBG through the air. Now they have to worry about him on the ground, and that makes him a dual threat quarterback. PA play. And this, number 11 has been all over it all game. And he came and got me that time. That was scary. I didn't know if we were going to hold on to it. So at this point, we're going to take it to the 4th quarter, up 10. Behind the sticks now. At this point now, a field goal, as much as it sucks, but a field goal really might be our priority now. Just to push it to 13, not a 3-score game, but, and I like this play call because we've been conservative behind the sticks lately in this game. Maybe we can get Combs behind the defense. And we're going to give him a shot, but we got hit as we threw again. Can't get anything going with that. It's tough. This Ohio State defense is coming after it. So we're definitely going to be focusing on just picking up some yards here if we can. like right there. You know, we're just take the check down, get the field goal positioning, and trust our kicker. I love these helmets. Beautiful helmets. Dark purple chrome. Perfect time to wear them. Hopefully a big field goal make here, and he made it. And Ohio State answers with a field goal. So it's still a 10-point game. Defense did a good job holding him there. We're going to come out here, hit Boston quickly. That was a risky throw, but we'll pick up the 4 yards. I'm going to go empty set here. Ohio State, I think Ohio State's in man here. And we're going to see if we can get Boston one-on-one and give him a shot. Nope, but we are going to have Williams over the middle. Perfect. We got just enough blocking there that we were able to look through multiple reads. If we can get that consistently, I believe in our weapons. So possession of the ball is the most important thing. So picking up first downs. And once again, number 11 has been an absolute monster in this game. Another tackle on an outside run, and he's got a sack. He's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. He's a problem. And we might give this chance to Williams, where hitters were thrown again. So 3rd and 12 here. Very important situation. I wonder if Boston's going to get a one-on-one look here, and we'll take a shot here. We're going to have to roll. Got the tight end, almost picked off. Lucky to get it away. So we're going to have to punt and trust the defense here. The offensive line broke down again. Hopefully the offensive line gets better as our career goes on here. Good punt. And Ohio State scores a touchdown. So it is now just a 3-point game with 5 to play. And the coach is putting the ball in our hands trying to ice this game. You got to love these moments.
He's going to pass.
Nobody was open there. Maybe I had a deep pass, but I didn't want to take it.
And here comes the offense on
2nd and 10 here. A couple crossing routes. Looking for a Merrill, maybe Boston late. But got to be wary of the pass rush. Get it out to the running back, who stays in bounds for a little bit, picks up 5. This is a big play here. Really need to try and pick up this first down, or we're going to be trailing. We're going to get double drags going on and some middle sit-downs with Boston. Amaro might have an edge, and he does. Perfect. Big pickup by Amaro. He's been super trustworthy in this game. Coach wants to run jet touch pass. I disagree. I'm going to veto that one. Boston is one-on-one in the slot here. We might be looking at a Boston touchdown here. And Boston is wide open. Can we hit him? In stride. Boston's on the move. Touchdown Huskies. And they have reclaimed the 10-point lead with a massive touchdown by Boston. And our defense, long drive, gives up a touchdown. So once again, we're up 3, but we'd be losing if not for that touchdown. Ohio State has all their timeouts. We need about 2 first downs to win this game. We're going to start it off with a jet to Williams. And we're not going to get anything. Ohio State will call timeout. The coach is going to have to put this ball in our hands, and I don't think he's going to. He's going to keep running the ball. We're going to fake the jet, go to Coleman. Coleman, this would be a huge time for a big run. And he, pretty good run, 4 yards. Ohio State calls timeout. What does the coach want to do? He wants to throw the ball, and I completely agree. If we get this, our chance at winning the game goes through the ceiling. But can we get it done? Let's find out. Amaro quickly, and he dropped it. Amaro, who had such a strong game, drops the ball, and we're going to have to punt it back to Ohio State. And Ohio State turns the ball over on downs, and the Huskies, with nobody picking them to win this week, are going to upset the Buckeyes at home. What a win for the Washington Huskies. I can't believe that our defense was able to hold on one more time and get us the win. We had 4 total touchdowns and 315 yards in the win. That's 3 upgrades for OBG in a game that once I threw that interception for a touchdown in the first quarter, I believe it was, I thought that this was going to be a bad game. and we were able to
That's gonna
fight
do
through it.
for us from here.
Boston
For
with a
Jesse
big
Palmer, Dave
touchdown,
Pollock, I'm
some
Reese
big
Davis,
runs
and this
from
has been
OBG.
another presentation of EA
The
Sports
defense getting
College
stops,
Football.
our field goal kicker making field goals. What an outstanding game for the Huskies there. And we were 16th ranked coming in. We're most likely going to be in the top, if I had to guess, somewhere between 5 and 7 after that one. And that puts us firmly in the college football playoff race. Washington's on an impressive win streak. What's the biggest contributor to your success? I'm going to credit the teammates. I think our teammates have been outstanding. Defense, offensive weapons. The offensive line has not been great, but it's been good enough at times when we need them to be. So I'm going to give them the credit there, and they've been excellent. And our leadership's going to go up, but I have, what else can you say? You know, they've been excellent. We weren't as efficient on third down, but we just beat a ranked team. On to the next one, right? Hey, we did the best we could. We got a win. I thought your play calling on third down was pretty bad, Coach, but hey, we toughed it out. We used our legs and road dog to silver. Yeah, I mean, we had a impressive performance, to say the least. So I'm excited to see where we're ranked after that week, because that's a big time win for this program. We should be ranked up there between 5 and 7. We'll see how high they put us. Coach trust continues to rise. How could he not trust us? We've been so good for this team really early on. I got a morning 5-hour workouts. Oh, we should get up to him. Yeah, we're going to the morning workups. We're the quarterback of this team. Long week. 5 less stamina for your next game. Hey, I don't know why coach is doing that to us, but hey. So, after that win, we only moved up to number 10, which I think is, I know it was a home game, but I think that's a little, it's, the bias to these rankings usually goes to bigger schools. But I don't know how Kansas State is still ranked ahead of us when we beat them. And we didn't just beat them, we beat them badly. Did we beat them badly? Maybe it wasn't badly, but we beat them pretty good. Ohio State is still ahead of us. I'm okay with Ohio State being ahead of us still. They have one loss to us, but they were on the road and they only lost by 3. So them being ranked ahead of us is fine. Michigan, we have one loss, they have 2, but they beat us. A team like NC State, I don't know who they've played, but I disagree with that as well. Georgia and Bama, the cream of the crop of college football, 1 and 2. No complaints there. But, I mean, I'll take the 10 spot. We should be in the running here quite firmly for a college football playoff spot. Let's see. That's the CFP. What did the coaches rank us? The coaches rank us in 12th. And the coaches have Kansas State at 4. Despite the fact that we beat Kansas State. We just beat Ohio State. But what can you do in the media? The media has us all the way down at 13. And they had Ohio State at 1. So we were the 17th ranked team and beat number 1. And they go down 7 spots and we only go up 5. Nothing you can do about it. But when it comes to college football playoff, we're in the 10th seed. And that's the one that matters the most, is trying to get into the college football playoff. And that's all you can do, is try and get into the dance and, see where it takes you. So I'm excited to see how far we can go with it. Thank you for watching. Next video, a little bit of an easier opponent. We'll probably play 2 games next video. But before we go, we earned 3 upgrades that game. We only have 27 points left to spend before we get more. But we don't have too much expensive stuff left. So what I think we'll do is we'll use all of them on accuracy. So now we have max accuracy and power, and our speeds are, at this point, we're a demon. Perfect throwing stats, and really good athleticism. The awareness I'm okay with being lower. I could use it on the health for injury toughness. Elusiveness makes sense, but I think what I'm going to do is use 1 upgrade on an ability. And I think I can't use these one. I could use this one. We're going to upgrade the dot ability to silver, just to give us a little bit more of a boost for receivers that are open. And I mean, at this point, we're looking ready to dominate college football for the rest of this year and for the 2 years after this. And hopefully, I know we've been talking about the national championship, but maybe a Heisman Trophy to kind of cap it all off at one point during these 3 years. I'm not sure if we're in the Heisman watch. We might be in the Heisman watch. Our stats are very good. We're not. Ohio State's got some guys in there. Gunnar Stockton's, I guess he's been really good. Our stats, just before we go, I do want to see our stats for the season because I feel like our numbers are pretty good. You know, through what are we, 6-1, 7-1? You know, 7 touchdown interceptions is not great. We are turning the ball over a bit, but 25 touchdowns is very good. And then with that last game, we're up to 6 ground touchdowns a year. And the carry numbers don't look great, but when a quarterback gets sacked, that counts as a carry. So all those times we're taking sacks, it's really hurting our yards. So I'm not too much looking at the yards and carries, but 6 touchdowns on the ground and 25 through the air. 31 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions through what is 8 games is definitely really good. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.